In this fourth video, we're now going to make the back wheel assembly. So it will look like this. This is what it looks like in real life. And then we're going to have a go at making that virtually on SolidWorks. Okay, so this is what we're up to so far. We've got our front wheel sitting here. Okay, and we need to build this back section here. So we'll start the same way that we did with the front wheel. So we will insert our components. So let's get our axle holder and bring that in. Okay, and we're going to mate that bit coincidentally with one side of this. So we're just going to click it there. That should bring it that way. And we'll flip it over and have a little look. What's the easiest way to see this? Okay, that's the easiest way of doing it. So it's that bit is going to be touching that bit inside there. And let's say OK. And the final one is from there to there. And again, OK. Alright, so that's my first axle in. Let's grab the second one. So insert, axle holder, open. Remember, it comes in at the wrong angle, but that doesn't matter because once I do this first mate, so I'm just going to click on that surface there, mate, make sure it's on coincident, and click on that surface there. That brings it that way. And then I'm going to flip this over. I'm just pushing the mouse wheel button down. So this one is going to touch that one there. And again, I'm just checking it is on coincidence and it's on faces before doing anything. Say OK. And the last one is that one with that one. And again, faces coincident, all OK. Alright, so my two axles are, axle holders, sorry, are in. Let's bring in the rear axle. So back axle and bring that in there. Okay, and remember how we do this, we use a concentric mate. So I'm going to click on the edge circle here, mate, and that's concentric with one of the circle there, and again it says edge and edge, okay, and I can just push that in, okay. Oh, you can see it's changed the color now, it's doing the coppery color that we selected earlier. I don't know why it didn't come up on that one. Okay, so you can see that that axle is in there. Okay, if that's a bit long when we put it in, we can always, I'll show you how to adjust that afterwards, but we've got the back axle in. So what do we need to do now? Now we need to make the pulley. So the pulley comes into here, remember this fits in this section here, and that was made up of a front wheel, a smaller one, and then another front wheel. Okay, so let's actually go and make that now. So we're going to go insert part, sorry, not insert, new part, sketch, let's draw on, doesn't matter what plane, we don't seem to have much luck with that, so let's draw a circle. Okay, so a circle, and then within that a smaller circle. Smart dimension, this needs to be 3 diameter, and the outside, now obviously it can't be 40 because it needs to be smaller than that, so let's say 35. Okay, and we're going to say exit the sketch there. So just move that out of the way so you can just see it. So that's 35, that's 3. Fully defined, it's all happy. Exit the sketch. On sketch 1, I've got features, extrude, roll frame 3mm, and say OK. Alright, so let's save that. So let's save as. So it's going to be BRMe, and then this is going to be the center of the pulley. So if we just call it pulley center, something like that. There you go, BRM pulley center, save. Okay. Now while we're here, we also need to make the rear wheels, which is 90% the same as that, isn't it? So while we're here, let's go. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back. I'm going to right click on here and go to the drawing. Okay, so you can see I've got the drawing there. Now the wheels are going to be, let's have a think about this. I think they're 70. So I'm just going to double click on here and change it to 70. So okay, and then I can go File, Save As, and it's going to be, this is going to be the rear wheel. BRMe rear wheel. Okay. So it's always good to be able to use one part and then redo it. Okay, so I need to. Okay, the extrude's already worked, so I don't have to re-extrude that. That's done that. I don't know why it's this strange colour. It's a bit odd, but it seems to look okay in it. So that's saved. I can see the little asterisks there. I'm going to close that off. Okay, so let's start bringing all those bits in. So I'm going to go Insert, And I want to bring in a front wheel to start with. Okay, and bring that over there. And then I'm going to bring in fact, it might be worth me assembling it over here, and then I can move the whole thing onto there, just so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm making like a little sub-assembly. You can make separate little assemblies and bring them in. I'm just going to try and do it on the side because I think that'll be easier. Okay, so I've got that. This is my front wheel, so this is the big part of the pulley, and then I'm going to bring the small one in. So I want my pulley center next. Here we go, BRM pulley center. Okay, and now to line that up with that one, I need to mate it twice. So first of all, I'm going to say that circle there is going to be mated concentrically. Remember that's that mate I keep using. Okay, so it lines up that way. Okay, now that will allow it to pull apart. So what I will do is just say this surface here will coincidentally mate with that surface there. That sticks the two bits together. Okay, so let's now go and insert another bit. So insert, this is going to be a front wheel again. Okay, that's there. So I'm going to say that center is going to mate. And remember, always make sure it just says edge concentrically with this bit here. That lines up there, okay. And I just need to mate this surface here coincidentally with that bit there. Okay, so there you go. I've made my front wheel, my rear pulley. Okay, alright, so you can see that there. Now I just need to put that at the end of there, so hopefully this should be just as easy as click on there, mate, make sure it's saying edge again, and this time that center, that circle mate again, concentric, so I'm just going to click the end of that there, and that should put on the end like that. Okay, and I can just slide that on there. That looks pretty good. Okay, so now let's bring our rear wheels in. So insert rear wheel. Okay, and again click on the little circle, the edge of it, mate concentric with this circle here, and I should bring that on there, and then I can just line that up and move that in that way and like that. Okay, now they should be touching, so again I can go mate coincident with this pulley here, that puts that touching there. Okay, so if I move that, you'll see hopefully the whole thing moves as one now. Okay, so that should be about there. Not quite touching that bit there. Okay, let's put the other rear wheel on. So insert rear wheel. Okay, this time it's going to be this side. So that circle mate concentric with the circle on the end of my threaded bar here. And that goes on there. And I can say Now if I push that, it should go through there. Let's have a little look. So how is that looking as our car? Okay, little gap there, little gap there. Now just having a quick look at this bar. The bar's obviously far too thick, isn't it? I think we did it 70, didn't we? So let's see how much we could probably get rid of. Can we get rid of that? Well, we're quite happy with that. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. It's a bit silly. I think it looks a bit too sticky outy. Okay, so the way to do that is obviously I need to select that part until its back axle here. I can then go into that. So if I go right click there, and let's have a look. How can we change this? How can we edit? We can edit the sketch or edit feature, edit part. Let's edit part there. Okay, so that's going to allow me to edit the part. What are my options? I can't see quite what I'm looking at here in terms of. Oh, here we go. Now I can go right click, edit feature. There we go. So, So if this is 50 across here, we probably want, what do we want? 50? Should we try 60? Let's try it 60 and see what that looks like. Is that going to work? 5 on each side? No, it might be a little bit skinny, that. Okay, let's go back onto it. I'm just trying to think. So edit that, edit the feature. Let's go 70. 70 should be fine. Okay, so go top left, edit the component, and I can slide that back into there. So it's just sticking out there. Okay, that's looking pretty good, I think. Okay, as our car. Now, obviously, if we wanted to go further in terms of what things could we add to it, we could add the little DC motor in there and actually have that there. I'm not sure how easy it would be to model the cable ties going through. That could be kind of interesting. And obviously you've got the little pulley on the end. But otherwise I would say that is done. Alright, so if you're still with me, well done. Okay, let's just save all bits and pieces, rebuild. What we could do is we've got a minute or two. So I wonder if it's how easy it is if they change the appearance of things. Let's go right click on there. If I go to appearances, and let's have a look. So how's that going? Click on there. I should be able to click that option there. And now this is going to be wooden, so that's under organic and wood. I think the kind of colour we use is a kind of birchy colour, so let's try unfinished birch. Let's see what that looks like. There you go, that looks a bit better, doesn't it? Okay, now probably easiest way to do that would actually be able to see if you can maybe select some bits at the same time. Well, I can still do it on that one, so I can click on there, and again you just click on the grey bit, and what do I want? What do we say? Birch, didn't we? Unfinished birch. There we go. Okay, and let's do that one. Now that's actually a quicker way of doing that, so there you go. So you click on the part, you can just go there and it remembers what you wanted last time. The only thing it's not doing is it's only doing it as surfaces, isn't it, which is a bit annoying, rather than selecting the whole part. Oh, let's undo that. Okay, so there you go. When you're done, save that, screenshot that, and I would say that was definitely the gold badge, and well done. Always make sure you save everything you do, and there we go. So